For a country to be affected or impacted so much, it depends on its leadership.
Yes.
Who rejects food from grandmas, man?
I was thinking it's a group of people.
Hi
Guys,
guys.
welcome back again to the channel. Today we have a beautiful video to check out from the channel Sora Time. The link of this channel will be in the description box below. Do well to check the channel out. And we are going to be checking out 10 things you should never do in Poland. Avoid this mistake or run away. The title actually
Run away.
actually captivated us to be checking out this video, and let's get right into the video.
Polish people are very good and open people, but there are a
Yeah.
couple of things, a couple of rules that you absolutely shouldn't do if you want to be accepted here. The first
Okay.
one, and it's important, do not confuse Poland and Eastern Europe. Actually, do not confuse Poland and Eastern or Western Europe. It's very important for them that you make the difference that they are Central Europe. In some countries, people think very often that Poland is kind of similar to Ukraine, Belarus, and other Eastern countries. And if you tell a Polish person that they're the same as Ukrainian or Russians, they are not going to be happy. You're going to have a bad time. You know, during the war.
Oh my god, I'm sorry you're laughing, but it's just so funny to think of.
Yeah, because we
Being
know that
identified as something you're not or a tribe you're not from.
exactly, and the fact that there was a little bit of back blood back in
Then
the
yeah,
day.
but I don't think. Wait, what is that them? Because of the bad blood or bad
It will be-
history
it will
they
be-
had, or it's just something they neutrally do not like.
Now I would say right, because I know that during the darkest time of the
Poland,
Polish
yeah.
history, when they were being invaded by the German Nazi and everything, they were also attacked on the other fronts
From Russia.
from Russia.
So being classified as one is.
It would be insane.
I don't think that's it, but let's just leave it at that.
Or Eastern Europe was associated with a pretty bad image or with a lot of poverty or something like this. And it is not an image that Polish people would like
Oh,
to
you're
reflect
correct.
on themselves and their culture.
Oh,
also,
wow.
if you look at the map and you look at Europe, Poland is actually in the center,
Yeah,
in the middle.
yeah.
Remove your shoes when you enter a house or flat. Poland is a clean country and Polish people are clean and they take care about the inside of their houses. Like they just don't want to bring all of the dirt and dirty stuff from the outside inside of
It's
the
fun
house.
because
When you
there's no
think about
dirt
it's
outside
pretty
your
obvious,
Yeah.
but I've seen so many houses in so many countries where you can just go in and out with the shoes and it's completely normal. To be honest, when I was much younger and I had my flat in France, my friends could just come and go with the shoes on and I really didn't care. I was just thinking, okay, if I clean after it, it's fine. Realistically, the amount of bacteria and stuff you're bringing in the house is pretty crazy.
yeah.
I think this type of
I
things,
support
there are
that.
other rules like don't go with your clothes that you wore outside inside of your bed, or just wash your hands first thing when you come back home.
Yeah,
very
over-
nice to
it's a
see
thing
how
over
people
here
take
as
care
well.
of their houses and how clean the country is in general.
I'm so sorry. It's a thing over here now, but growing up, it wasn't really a thing.
Oh,
The only
yeah.
thing I know it was you pull your
Clothes when you
no, your slippers. You keep it
outside.
outside before coming in.
Well, actually, that time when I was growing up, right, back when I was a little boy, it was kind of like a very big thing,
So in that case, I would say like depending on the kind of family you're coming from.
Yeah.
Some family don't care, right? Some do care.
My mom would be like, go and take a shower. Like it's a must. You go outside, you're coming inside, you sorry, you have to take a shower.
Wow.
If not,
Sorry.
you're getting spanked. So sorry.
No, it wasn't 18 in my household. You can even use the clothes and sleep the next day.
Don't worry, Polish people will not let you go barefoot in the house. Very often they have a set of klapki for you. And I'm a tall guy with big feet and it's very funny because sometimes I'm wearing very small klapki in someone's house. Here in Poland it's not really well seen to joke about religion. Poland is mostly a Catholic country, especially in older generations. It's true that it's changing more and more with younger people, but it's still a very serious topic in Polish culture. Catholicism has been in Poland forever. And many of
Wow,
Polish values
yeah.
and traditions
Yes.
are coming from Catholicism.
Yes,
I
even
see a lot
some
of
of the patriotic songs we've seen, like always there's always reference
To God in it. And
Yeah.
there is something he said. He said it's changing more and more with the younger generation. This is going to be like a free advice to the Polish people. Maintain and protect your culture. You might be accepting to a lot of other people, but believe me, they might not be accepting to you.
True.
That I won't dive into details, but I'm just just out there. Protect your culture
There's
and
a
your
reason why,
religion.
yeah.
Polish people going to the church, praying. And if you go to a babcia house, there is 100% chance you will find something about religion. I know that in many countries it's very funny to joke about religion, about each other's religions even. Here you can, of course, if you know the people and you know that they are okay with that. But in general, be careful. And the religion and government are very close to each other. Okay, you will have to trust me on this one. Avoid as much as you can talking about politics with Polish people. It's not that they will not talk to you. Trust me, they will. But first of all, Polish people are the best to argue, so you don't want to argue with any of them. And second of all, politics are so polarized in Poland. It's such a risky topic. There are a lot of traumas because of politics and a lot of bad moments in Polish histories because of politics. So it might not be easy to find someone who agrees with you, and you might just end up losing some friends. Also, a lot of Polish people just don't want to talk about it. Of course, you have the right to have your opinion, and everybody is having their own opinion, but just try not to force it onto someone else if you really want to be accepted here.
Why would you want to force your opinion?
I have a question. You said the politics and and history, right? Is there a moment in Poland where because of the government, Poland had to go through some bad history?
Definitely. I'm suspecting the World War One and the World War Two.
It's due to the government.
I believe. I'm not.
In recent, we said invasion and all, but
yeah.
Was it because of some decisions some government hold?
It could be. It could be because if you look at the way the government of the world is currently run, that you can see that for a country to be affected or impacted so much, it depends on its leadership. I would have actually given a very specific evidence, but we can't really comment on recent ones. So
wow.
And then sorry, I wanted to get something. There was something I was about to ask that he said. I'm God.
You're gonna remember.
I forgot that. So sorry.
Women are strong. They are strong people. And the main reason for that is history. Poland got invaded, divided, rebuilt again and again and again by Russia, by Prussia, by the Germans. Poland even disappeared from the map for more than 100 years. The Second World War was also terrible for Poland. And after rebuilding and coming back on its foot, Poland had to face a very difficult period of communism. And until today, I can still see here in Poland the scars from these periods of time, and especially from communism. People tend to take care of what they have, and also Polish people really try to protect each other. They do not want to be changed anymore. They do not want to be replaced anymore. And all of this makes Poland such a strong country. If you respect Poland and Polish people's identity, no problem. The next point is, in Poland, do not refuse food. And especially from babcia. I don't know if Poland is famous for it, but Polish hospitality, once Polish people get to know you, is incredible. Polish people will take care of you, and especially if they invite you to their houses, you will always have something to eat, something to drink, and even more. And trust me, you will never be hungry. It's true that at first it's a little bit hard to get closer to Polish people because they will keep their distance, but once you break the wall, they are the best people you could meet. They will always make sure that you feel okay, that you feel at peace, that you're not hungry, that you have something to drink, that you have a tea, that you have a coffee. So refusing this hospitality or refusing the food in itself, it's not really nice. And when it comes to older generations like babcias, they will do it with their...
Babcias? Sorry, I want to check. He said babcias. It spells as Babcia, right?
I don't know, I think so.
Yeah, babcia meaning. Okay, in Polish. Is it okay? Polish word for grandmothers.
Who rejects food from grandmas, man?
I was thinking it's a group of people, but grandmothers. All right, makes sense now.
With their pure whole heart. So even if you're full and you're about to
do reject food from African grandmothers too.
You don't have to say that.
You
don't have to say that.
Well, I'm joking actually, but there was a stereotype around
African grandmas.
Grandmas back then, but
But this is new age.
And you can't anymore. Just eat. What you can do in return is appreciate what they give you and try to give back. For example, take them to your place and show them a bit of your culture. I think it's also important to share what you have. And in Poland, there are not a lot of different cultures, so it's also a great experience for them to see something else, taste something else. If you're Polish, let me know in the comments if it's interesting for you to share other cultures and to try something new from time to time. So now you know, if babcia gives you something, say yes.
Yeah, you say yes.
Even if Polish hospitality is one of the best I've experienced in my life, it's true that at first do not expect them to smile at you and be full
A lot
out
of
from the
creators say
beginning. So
this.
in the street, if you make eye contact with someone, do not expect them to smile at you or to talk to you. Here is the example of an average Polish smile. That's it. But it doesn't mean that they're sad or mad
Not a
or mean.
smile.
They're just
There was
chilling.
no smile
Polish
there.
people don't want to be
was
bothered
a
and they're
step.
not gonna bother you. And of course you can smile to them, but most of the time it's gonna be seen as quite
Quite
weird.
weird.
I've been living in America, I've been living in Spain, and these type of countries, most of people are smiling and very expressive. It was a little bit of a shock when I arrived in Poland, but now I'm pretty used to it. And when someone is smiling at me in the street, I'm like, what's wrong? What is going on? Here in Poland, you don't have to pretend that everything is always fine. In so many countries, when somebody's asking, how are you? Everybody's always like, I'm okay, everything's good, everything's fine. Here in Poland, you have the right to be real. Polish people are real. If they're not okay, they're going to tell you that they're not okay, and they're going to explain why. I'm from France, and Polish and French people have something in common. We love to complain. So first of all, if you're not okay, you don't have to lie. You can tell a bit more about your life. Second of all, if you're not ready to hear someone's story, just don't ask. I think it's super nice and super important that people here are real. I really love it because it creates a much deeper connection with people. You actually get to know them for who they are and with their struggles and their lives. But yeah, Polish people are very straightforward and they will say what they have to say and what they want to say. Here's a very, very important thing you should not do in Poland. Do not jaywalk. See these guys? You have to respect them. And make sure that there is nothing. Do you see these lights? If they are red, you are not crossing the road. And it's the same for the bike path. Here you see it's green. I can pass. If you take a bus or a train or any type of other transport, you need a ticket. Here you cannot play with the rules. A rule is a rule. If you jaywalk, you're going to get fined. Because
How did
even
they
if
know
you
you
try to
jaywalk?
explain
Yeah.
that you're a foreigner and that you don't know the rule or something like this, they will not have mercy for you. If you don't obey the rule, you will be fined or even worse. Last
Wow.
but not least, don't
Sorry.
complain.
What's jaywalking? Because I've had that
Like,
a lot.
yeah, I think jaywalk, the way we normally just cross our road without looking.
But I think the light was kind of like green if I'm not mistaken.
The act of crossing the street. In like, yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh.
We actually don't have the rules there. You can cross
Okay, crossing outside
mark,
marked
yeah.
crosswalk or walking in the middle of it. Oh.
These are countries with rules that are
rules,
enforced.
yeah.
Because over here we do not have such rules. You can even cross from the middle of the road. People
I've
don't even
seen-
use the J. I think the jaywalk is for motorists, just to trademark where to
Yeah.
start stopping, and even some cars stop on the jaywalk.
On it.
It's called zebra crossing here.
I've seen someone, right? You know this bridge, what they call it, that you normally
Pedestrian.
that you normally walk over. I've seen someone right under the bridge but still cross the road.
Yes.
Like, it's crazy.
That had rules
You
like
could have just like
crossover.
way safer.
We break rules all the time, and there's no fine or penalty for it.
Oh,
About
But it's
Poland,
not good though.
if you're not
very
Polish. Okay,
bad.
in this video, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a couple of facts. Okay, don't
Are you
kill me.
sure?
But yeah, Polish people love to complain about their country
Really?
and about other countries, but they can because they're Polish, because they've been through the struggle, because they
Okay,
understand their
understandable.
country and
Yeah.
they love it so much deep inside of them. But if you're a foreigner, you absolutely cannot complain
Why
about
would
it.
you
Just
complain?
enjoy the country or
You
Leave
leave.
the country.
Exactly.
Thank you.
love and respect Polish people and Poland, you will be welcomed here with open arms. But if you start complaining a bit too much about this beautiful country, you are in trouble, my friend. Of
So,
course not.
is there really anything for anyone to complain about the Poland? Or,
If you didn't like the place, why did you come to the
even
place in the
aside
first
that,
place?
with the old view and what we've seen, according to coming from someone, I won't actually say my country is lawless or at that case, but I don't think there's anything to complain about in Poland, to be honest.
When you come over here, you will have a lot.
A lot.
Nobody's perfect.
And we don't go
Nothing is
complain
perfect.
again.
Poland has flaws and it's normal.
What
just
are the
like every
flaws? What
country.
are Poland's
Just try
flaws?
not to say it too much. These were 10 things you should never do in Poland. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments if there are more things not to do here in Poland so I can make a second
feel
episode.
like we'll make a
We
good
we
citizen there.
subscribe, we
Yeah.
comment,
Because
because
all
it's
of
helping
the-
us always. See ya.
I was saying I feel like we are going to be a good citizen in Poland because all of the things he mentioned there are not really a biggie or something
us,
we can't.
It's like a normal thing for us. Like
Yeah.
let's talk about the smiling in public. We don't really go out that much. Do you understand? Except for work or we market, groceries, I will go for a fine dining, stuff like that. But like just going out casually, nah, not because where do you want to go? You don't
Exactly.
have coffee shops like you can just go and sit
We
outside.
do have, but we are introverts.
Oh, really? I
You
didn't even
know,
know.
we are
I didn't even
introverts.
know.
We prefer
Well,
staying in the house. But all of these rules there are actually something that if I'm in Poland, it's something I can strictly abide
bye.
by. Yeah.
Well, I think one of the things they said, do not force your opinion. That was what I wanted to say back then. Do
Okay.
not force your opinion on any person in Poland. Bro, why are you trying to force your opinion?
People are like that. They just want you to see things from their lenses, and
I
it's
respect your opinion of life. Also, do respect mine. I don't know. That's basically the way I live my life, actually.
mm,
You tell me how you view things, I'll be like, oh, that's great. Okay, this is how I view it. We both understand that, oh, you view it like this, I view it like this. Then we move on. I
and
don't have to tell you that view my way.
it's not good. And again, he said something about Poland has its own flaws, and from a foreigner's eyes, I want a Polish person to let me know the
What
flaws he's
flaws
talking
he's
about, or the
referring to.
flaws you've encountered some of the time going out and everything. Please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. I'll see you on my next one.